Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
It's a privilege and
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The perfect counter lands. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
you have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They've elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Hey, those punches add up. Nice counter shot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. How about that time counter shot? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and cut you all night long. Rush them.
Quick punch scores. Beautiful counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. Caught him. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Kolvev that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
And there's the bell to start round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. A counter punch is smart.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. He misses with that straight left. He threw a punch and just got countered. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. These two were made for each other. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Kolvev that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need him.
Let him back.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Big hook doesn't land. They exchange punches. We wanted action, and they are delivering. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Tar, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
He blocks that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go. Nice defense on that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Kolvev that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. And there's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You don't want to trade shots. Right hook misses. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Failing to score with that right hook. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, refight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That one lands. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Kolvev that last round, and a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again, or your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Catch and shoot. Perfect counter shot. You know, let's talk about Kolvev that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. There's the bell for round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That left hook missed. That counter punch caught him clean. A straight right just misses. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what?
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever out anybody
I
else.
need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell to start round 7. They ring the bell, and here we go. Counter shot lands. off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
That punch landed. Both men step back for just a moment. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out. So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.